Welcome to Palmer RX, and today's topic is hemorrhoids. Yes, that horrible feeling when you are going to the bathroom, you know, when you're at work and they're like, what's taking him so long or her so long? And you're like, geez, why now? Why? Or you had that, dinner that's passing through and you just, you're struggling. It's a struggle, it's pain, it's suffering, it's chafing, it's itching. All right, we'll go into all that. So what are hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoids basically it's located in your anus or rectum area, and they're basically inflamed or swollen veins that sometimes tend to bulge, especially when they're irritated. And they can even form blood clots where they could be reddish purple and blue, but they're inflamed, they're painful, and you'll feel it. And you get soreness. So, what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms? Or basically, what are the signs that, you may have it, okay? One is rectal bleeding. So, if you see blood coming through, this is one of the signs. There are other things it could also be, but that's one thing to look for. If you have some aching in that area, pain, soreness, even after going to the bathroom, if you're sitting in the car and you're like, ouch, 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 every bump, because you can feel that soreness. Swelling. When you're wiping in that area, the anal area, you will notice that it's swelling. And you'll feel very sensitivity to the touching. So like using toilet paper or anything, you'll be very sensitive because it'll be painful. Blood clots are, again, I did mention that earlier, can form, and there sometimes could be purple or blue. Bleeding, of course, and aching. So how did you get here? What are the causes, basically? Some people are more predisposed or susceptible than others, like pregnancy. Pregnant women tend to be more likely to have hemorrhoids. Aging, it's more common when you get older and you see people more concerned, elderly are more concerned about constipation and, using the bathroom. So again, we're talking about constipation. Now, all that strain and pushing can cause hemorrhoids. All right. So sometimes an elderly person might need a little, some kind of like what they call is stool softener, like Docusate is a good example. Also chronic diarrhea. This is a very common one because you're going to the bathroom a lot of friction, a lot of wiping. That can cause inflammation in your anus and rectum. And therefore you would be seeing the symptoms of hemorrhoids. Obesity. Obesity is linked, actually the numbers are not out there, but obesity seems to be a predisposed cause. Anal intercourse is another one. Now, with anal intercourse, again, there's penetration in the rectal area, and that friction can cause inflammation and swelling, and that's where you'll get the hemorrhoids. Family history. Now, if your father, mother, grandma had hemorrhoids, and you got it too, well, you can see the tree. Also, they're saying, I know as pharmacies, iron tablets are very common, because iron causes constipation, and so watch out for that. So if you're taking a lot of iron, you're getting constipation, thus getting hemorrhoids. This is something to look out for. And also a low fiber diet. So basically you're not having enough fiber. Now you're like, well, fiber helps you go to the bathroom more and actually regulates your bowel movements better, okay? So that's that. So now, this is why you're here at this channel, because what are the treatments, okay? there are basically two ways to look at hemorrhoids. One is for the very severe. So if you have a very severe case of hemorrhoids, usually in that case, you'll have to go to the surgical route. And the surgical route, if very severe, would be surgery. But there is a path to that. So if you're having a bowel movement up to no more than 7 days, I mean, you've tried everything, which I'm about to discuss, and it's not going away, and it's really not helping you, and you're having a lot of trouble functioning, or it's just not going away. Let's put it that way. It's just not going away. In 7 days, you can make an appointment with a doctor. That doesn't mean you need surgery, but here's what the doctor may do. A doctor may take a look at it. Sometimes they can use lasers to remove the hemorrhoids, or they'll use a scalpel with a local anesthetic in that area, or they can, again, surgery. But that's for extremes. Now, this is a pharmacy channel, and here we are to educate you on what you can do and what's available to you, prescription and non-prescription wise. So here are the non-prescription stuff available for you in your local pharmacy. So, but before we go into that, I have to contend that there are some things you could do to prevent, and I forgot to mention that. A key to make sure that you don't get this is eating fiber, drinking plenty of water, exercising. So when you exercise more, you get a more balanced defecation. It regulates your body. So what you take in goes out more fluidly. Another thing they recommend is don't wait. If you need to go to the bathroom and you have a family history of this and you seem to be getting hemorrhoids a lot, don't wait. I know you're at the job. I've been there. I'm working in a pharmacy and I can't leave. But if this is a problem, you leave. I mean, that's the way to prevent it. Go to the bathroom. Also, if you're in the bathroom and you strain, you have a problem with constipation a lot, and you strain, that's it. Don't strain. You could take a stool softener or something to help you. So, ta-da! Now again, we're back, reversing. We're back to what are the options out there. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one, is astringents. Astringents. I'm only giving you a technical term because really what you're doing is looking for the ingredient anyway. But if you want to know the class, for those pharmacy nerds out there, I know there are millions of them, it's called astringents. Okay, so what were we looking for? Astringents are like wipes with witch hazel. Witch hazel is basically like a plant-based product that is used to soothe the skin. So these wipes you would use after a bowel movement. So but instead of taking a dry toilet paper and using it to cleanse yourself and causing more irritation and friction, you take the wipe, which is wet, of course, and with that chemical, witch hazel, that will not only wipe and clean, and it'll also soothe the area and decrease your pain. So think of this more like a baby wipe for an adult with hemorrhoids, a special baby wipe. And it does a job, and I recommend it, and I think it's a good thing to use. It's a good first step anyway. So when we're done, we're going to talk about what you can do. And these are things you can do. And this will be part of the package, okay? So the next one is protectants. Protectants, yes. Protectants you'll see are basically like the ingredient. So you have to look at every package and look, because there are companies like Anusol, Preparation H, that they're not all the same. I have to go in there and look at behind the package to see what is it inside it, because not every preparation H is the same. So protectants. This one you would use like cocoa butter and petrolatum. Now, why are we using this? Well, you want some internal relief, and the suppositories are a good example. You can, Preparation H, or there's one, I have a picture here from the Rite Aid suppositories. I looked in back, it has cocoa butter. This you can use because you can insert it in your rectum, and what it does is it melts and causes a barrier. Kind of like a barrier, you know, it protects you, like it's like a firewall. It's like coating your insides so that any more times you use the bathroom, it doesn't cause irritation and keep the inflammation. So basically, by irritating it constantly, it doesn't go away. But if you don't irritate the area, you will get healing. Your body will heal itself. So, I like to think, I don't know if anyone saw those Pepto-Bismol commercials where they used to show the Pepto-Bismol going down the stomach and you would see the pink liquid coating. Well, this is kind of the same thing. It's coating the area and providing a barrier. Now, what this will do is it will help the inflammation and coat the area so you're not getting further damage. Next one is anesthetics. Yes. Well, think of anesthetics like the two ingredients are lidocaine and pramoxine. Recticare is a good example of one. Now, think of these, the lidocaine, pramoxine. These are anesthetics. So you go to a dentist and you get Novocaine. What does Novocaine do? They inject you and you get this numbing on your face, right? Numbing. So basically it's numbing the situation. And that's what you want. You're numbing the area so no more pain, no more no more irritation. The only thing on this thing that I have to mention is it's to be used externally only. So you don't want to insert it rectally because it actually may, I repeat, may cause more irritation. So you don't want to get more irritated. Yes, you'll feel good for that until it wears off, and then you're more irritated. That's not the way to go. So this is good for, you go to the bathroom, you're in pain, you got that burning, and yeah, okay, good. You wiped well, but the burning's still there. You can't even sit down. Well, this will be good. This will give that numbing sensation and give you the breather. So, what is the next one? Now, these are called phenylephrine products, okay? Now, I have Preparation H as one. Again, I'm not supporting any company. There are other companies, but it seems to be very popular. And I've looked around, and Anusol seems to be more in Canada. I don't see as much other Anusols in Tux. So this is a good product because, I see it here in the US more. Now, what this does is it relieves the swelling and burning and itching. And also the beauty of the phenylephrine products is that you can use it internally and externally. Like I said, it's a very popular product, and definitely with these products, you have to look on the backside. So Preparation H, the one I think is standard, but I work in pharmacy. I mean, no one remembers what the actual original package looks like. So definitely read ingredients. If you're not sure, go talk to the pharmacist or anyone in the pharmacy, and they can help you and say, hey, I'm looking for a phenylephrine in this product, and that's good. Now, if you've looked at all these and the itching is a major problem, which is a common side effect of, or a common symptom of hemorrhoids, you can go with a Hydrocortisone 1% cream. Now, we're not talking the Hydrocortisone 1% cream like Cord Aid or stuff you apply. There is a Hydrocortisone 1% Preparation H version. They have an Anusol 8C, I believe, version. So you can find these products, but you can, again, look in the back and see what it says. So you want, if that's another problem. Now, what else? Oh yeah, next things are, well, also you can use, because you are having swelling, the common, product for swelling are like NSAIDs, or like Aleve, ibuprofen, Motrin, Advil. You can use those for pain. Now, this is, again, you have to be aware, if you have a history of heart disease and things of that nature, it is recommended that you speak to your doctor, or it's recommended that you take the lowest amount possible in the shortest amount of time. Because naturally, if you were to do this for a while, what happens is it increases the risk of stroke and heart attack. Just ibuprofen, NSAIDs with people with heart disease or who've had stroke. So that is the warning. Now, if you don't have that, you can go ahead and, you know, use it as recommended. Not like candy, we just use it as it's stated as recommended. And that's pretty much all you can do. So, now, what should we do? I mean, which one should we pick? We talked about astringents, we talked about anesthetics, we talked about phenylephrines, we talked about a bunch of things. Basically, I recommend doing a combo product, okay? So that way you attack the beast in multiple ways. So, like, there's a Preparation H multi-symptom one I saw that it has a protectant, like petrolatum, it has a phenylephrine, and has a pramoxine. Jeez, that's an anesthetic. So that would cover at least 3 of them. And I'd recommend, first of all, you do this first. You go to the bathroom first, okay? That's the key. You get it out of the way. Make sure your hands are washed and things like that. Then you wipe the area with the Tux with witch hazel. Okay, you wipe it so it's clean. Then when it's dry, just wait a few seconds. I mean, it's not going to take forever to dry. Then what you do is use the that, again, Preparation H multi-symptom. You can use it up to 4 times a day. What you do is it has a tip, a special tip that you attach. It comes in the box, so you attach the tip. You squirt a little bit, just a little bit out, so you get something on the tip, and then you can insert it in the rectal area. And in this area, this way you can get multiple relief with these products, just by buying just basically 2 products. So that's pretty much it on hemorrhoids. And, you know, I just want to, you know, make sure that you, even when you're in the bathroom and it's the most private time of your life, we want you to have an enjoyable time of your life. That's what I said. I mean, we want you to have an enjoyable time of your life. And so thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this. I'm just trying to get you information as much as possible and have fun at the same time. I mean, you know, these are questions I get all the time at pharmacy, and I thought, well, you know, why not spread the word instead of reading about it, looking up at, you know, journals and things like that. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.